Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you like those strange convertibles that you may look at it and they say, what is this? This is not a car that I may recognize. Well, you could be right. You could make a lot of sense saying that because it's not a very common car. But you know what? Let's get to the point. Let's get to the details of what we're looking at right now. We're looking at a 143 scale Volvo P1900. And you're looking at a Volvo. Is this a Volvo? Where it doesn't look like a Volvo at all. Well, guys, yes, it is. As much as you may be surprised, I consider myself in that group also because Volvo did not look like this back in the 50s, is what I'm remembering. And I say 50s because it is a 50s model. It was only produced for 2 years, between 1956 and 1957. They only produced 68 models. That's why I said if you've never seen one in person, which I include myself, you're totally right. Most likely they don't there are only a few those survivors on this model. You know, when Volvo president and founder he got an idea that wanted to produce a car that looked similar to the Chevrolet Corvette. Not look similar. When he saw the Chevrolet Corvette, he wanted to produce something that could have been more or less like a competition. But um, so they built this. They actually built a few of them in California. Even back in the 50s, they already thought about California as probably being the mecca of cool cars and cool places to be. And they're probably right. They probably, you know, California always gave that vibe of summer days and beach weather and all that. But again, so they only produced 68 of them. They produced them in a fiberglass reinforced polyester body. And then, like I said, at the beginning they produced some of them in California, then the rest of them were produced in Sweden. And engine wise, guys, these cars had a very small engine. They only had a 1.4 cc's. You know, it was not supposed to be like a racing car. It was not supposed to be no Ferraris or Lamborghinis. No, they were not meant for it. But if you look at the car, it does have a bit of the Corvette in it, kind of the roundiness. And Volvo's not known for being such a round model, like round type of car. They were very squarish, actually. Not so much back in the days, but then they started hitting those square models. I would probably say in the late 60s. But this one, it's quite a nice looking car. I'm just surprised there must be a reason which I will investigate a little more, but why they only produced. Okay, it says the demand was low and the build quality was not up to Volvo standards. So when they replaced the president of Volvo in 1956, he took a drive on a holiday weekend and was dissatisfied enough on the returning to his office, and then he canceled the remaining production. So he said, in his opinion, he said, I thought it would fall apart. And you know, Volvo does not like that. Even back in the 50s, Volvo's always been on guard of being a safe, reliable, strong, long lasting car. So when the president drove it and they felt like the car was falling apart, he said, pull it out, please, before it will eat our brand up. And smart thinking, the car may be look good looking, but if it's not reliable, it will not really last long, and you will lose a lot of people respecting your brand for the quality. All right, guys. Like I said, it was a 1.4 engine. Before I forget, and transmission wise, only a 3-speed manual. No automatics, only a 3-speed manual. Alright guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times and I'll be right back. Okay guys. So what do you guys think about this nice looking convertible that unfortunately was not as successful as it could have been? I think unfortunately Volvo did not have a good experience and the car was an attractive looking convertible. But I think the president of Volvo was very smart. If he drove it and he was not satisfied, then he said, pull the car out of the market now before we are going down the hill. And I think that was a smart move. Sometimes you don't want to sell thousands and thousands of cars just for the number. You want to make sure that you're selling quality cars because you want to keep those buyers. One of the things that a lot of brands want to make sure they keep their, people come back to their brand over and over again because they're happy. How do you think Toyota built their reputation or Honda, just to mention a few? Because they produce reliable cars and customers were satisfied and they kept buying the brand over and over again. And Volvo was one of them too. So they said, you know what? This car is not up to par what we're expecting. Pull it out. Smart move. All right, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Comment below. Have you seen this model before in person? Or you're just like me that we only seen them on Diecast? I never seen it. This is my one of my few times that I've seen it. But I like it. I like when I don't get to know the car until I see it in at least in the model because you think you know it all and you don't know it all. You never know it all. There's always a model there that you never seen. Remember my words. Remember those words, like your grandpa told you. All right, guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the model. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.